your boy Ringo, back again with another video, Ringo TV Reactions. You already done know what it is, man. You know, these guys on YouTube, man, it's like, they be talking and, you know, doing all of that other stuff, man, but they not making no moves. That's the thing that I don't understand. So, what we have today, fam, is, you know, we got the brothers, you know what I'm saying? You got
Hey,
man.
Shalom, everybody. What's up? What's up? Hey, listen. Real business is getting done. You already know what time it is. And this is what it's about. A lot of y'all online, and you know, y'all got a lot of negative energy, a lot of things to say. But are y'all actually linking up, getting the work done, making moves, and making things possible?
Right.
Real talk.
And that's the problem. Everybody's doing a lot of talking, but they ain't making no moves. One person left a comment, right? I took a screenshot of it and I put them on the block list. The person came in and was like, "You're lazy. All you do is stay in your studio." Don't even know that moves is being made. But the thing is, while he's saying all of that, he's not making no moves.
Exactly.
And this is how social media is. It makes you, if social media make you have this ability to talk, but you're not really putting no action out there. It takes a lot to step out and do the work, or even make moves and meet people. That's why I give a lot of respect to Rollo, because he always on the move. Every time you see him, he's on a flight, or he's going here and he's going there, and it's like, wow.
Absolutely.
There's no excuses.
Right. Travel man, a veil of much wisdom. He getting around and linking up, and that's how things get done. You know what I'm saying? Communication build a nation. People don't understand that. Everybody claim they in the truth, and they the biblical Israelites, and they, you know, doing this and doing that. But look, how long y'all gonna so-called keep the law, statutes, and commandments before y'all start building with each other and actually building something that we can call our own and actually making moves?
Right.
You know, everybody got this religious spirit, but are you about your business? You know what I'm saying? And they connected to the religious part of it and getting that dopamine release online, when you need to be, you know, taking advantage of the people and building those relationships. And I mean taking advantage of the people, I mean those relationships, taking advantage of the people you have access to, which is the people that's online. You can get off that computer and meet people.
In the real world.
In the real world, right.
Yeah. And that's the problem right there. It's like, the other day, Nubreeds made an announcement. He said something along the lines of he's disassociating himself with the Israelite community, and people took it as if though he left his faith, or he denounced his faith, or he's starting some pagan religion and all this other nonsense. And I'm like, look, what the man is basically saying is he denouncing these cliques and these groups on social media that always congregate to talk, but nobody's working. Nobody's doing nothing. We grown men, and all we doing is talking. We ain't establishing nothing. We ain't doing nothing. But we all have power and energy to talk. And the thing is, once you said that, it's interesting how you'll have 1,000 people in a room just to talk about the fact that you said what you said.
Yep.
But none of them are building anything.
Exactly. And it proves the point. What's that?
The Pharisees.
The Pharisees, yeah, that's exactly it. The Pharisees.
Exactly what they are.
Tell them, who those people again?
The Pharisees of YouTube.
The Pharisees of YouTube. That's a title.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna title this video that the Pharisees of addressing the Pharisees of YouTube and nation building, community building.
Right. And you know, the irony of all of that is those people, we extended a branch to all those people.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we had people that mediated, came, you know, everybody knows everybody on social media. Let's not get it twisted, right? We reached out to everybody. They didn't want to get involved. And in a moment where I say, all right, I'm just going to build with people like-minded to help get the job done, now everybody want to be upset. It's crazy, you know? The hypocrisy is real.
And this is how it is, man. It's like, I got people right now hunting up old dirt on me right now, bro.
That's what they do.
Somebody came in one of my comments and was like, yo, Ringo, I watched the video. Somebody said something about you said it's okay to marry a 9-year-old. And I'm like, bro,
slander.
What are you doing coming in my comment section with some nonsense like that? We're talking about drama. In Spanish they call it bochinche. That's the gossip or whatever the case is. But I'm like, and the person said at the end, I know that's not what you said, but could you make a video to explain? And I'm like, bro, why would I waste my time doing that? Listen, I'm not making no money explaining to somebody on what why am I even talking about this? It don't even make no sense. It's not making us grow.
Exactly.
And this is the problem with why you got to disassociate yourself with these YouTube Pharisees, where all they want to do is congregate and talk about nothing. You know what I mean? It's one thing if you're addressing a real issue that's affecting the community, but it seemed like on YouTube, you can't get brothers to join to build anything. But what we will join to do is tear down people that are actually doing something.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Now, yes, P. Diddy Dow is in adultery. You know what I mean? But what he is doing is, he is building. Can't deny that. He is building. He could always use that as a weapon, and I ain't gonna knock it.
Right.
He is building, but the man is guilty. So what he's doing is, he'll hide behind, I got the fruit, when his fruit is rotten still. He is building, but he's doing wickedness, and that's what I call out. I'm not calling out the fact that the man is building. Ain't no doubt about it. He is building community and X, Y, and Z. I respect it. That's what all the brothers got disappointed about, is because we seen the building. We seen the community stuff. So to hear the man is in adultery, it's like, nah, bro.
For real. And we see now, we also get to see, you know, some of the mistakes logistically that they made in straight way, as well as how, you know, how he treated former members and whatnot. And we want to avoid all of that type of stuff. We're not coming in no preeminent spirit. We're not trying to intimidate people and none of that, man. A lot of people don't realize, like, what we're doing with the land initiative, we're offering an olive branch for everybody to get involved. It's your land, you know what I mean? It's like free land, and we're saying, look, let's start business there. Let's generate different streams of revenue. Let's really get something popping.
Right.
But you know, these people, it's like apples and oranges with them. They still stuck on religious conversations, and you can't have a church and a community in the same breath. You have to separate church and state, and that's the issue with a lot of these Pharisees and scribes. They want to rule and rule over the people and hoard souls. That's not what this is about. We're really following truth. Is actually, you know, getting the legwork in and getting this done straight up.
Another thing to point out with that is you have people that they're upset because they seen in the video where you talked about how, okay, separating church and state. They're looking at it like, nah, we're supposed to be following the Bible 100%. And I'm like, look, we're following the scriptures. We're following the Most High. But you cannot build effectively if you are at the same time being religious. Because if anything, all we're going to do is get into these arguments. And it's easy to do that. It's just like, let's say somebody do something that they don't like. Oh, well, according to the Bible, it says we got to handle it this way and we got to handle it that way. No, let's handle it the business way.
Exactly.
If we build in community and business, let's have standards that is based on business. Because in business, they have a certain laws and ethics and things that they do that you gotta conform to that. It's a universal law.
Right.
No matter who you are, what walk of life you come from, you know you got to conduct yourself a certain way. You can't do that being religious.
Exactly.
We ain't telling nobody, oh, don't follow the Most High no more. We're saying this is about business, community, results, the future. You know, leaving an inheritance.
Right.
Ain't no telling how far this can go.
Exactly.
Look at your life. Look at where you at and examine. Do you want to always be like this for the rest of your life? Working, suffering. Your children are coming up behind you. What do they got?
Exactly.
You know?
Right, man. You're speaking right now. And that's absolute truth right there. And the thing is, like, you know, I know we never really been taught how to do these things. This is something brand new that, I mean, it's not necessarily brand new because we had Black Wall Street and things of that nature in the past, but in a very long time we haven't been taught how to leave an inheritance for our children's children. And I believe at this moment, you know, the Most High is really opening people's eyes to see hey, we got to make a change, and that's truly living the word, and that's exactly what it's about at this time, man.
It's something that people have to really cultivate and understand. It's like the same video that I made about old dude, right? The dude that, you know, went online, made a video real quick, and was judging the brothers regarding the situation, right?
Right.
That video has so much key information for everybody to gain from. Relationships is the most important thing you can have in this life. More than anything, just having connections. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even gonna go into all the intricate details of what went down in North Carolina, but if I didn't have no sort of connections and relationships with this brother right here, we won't be here right now doing what we doing. Now, he know the situation.
Right.
Because we talk behind the scenes. But now, if I didn't know this man, then this whole situation right now wouldn't even be possible.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So relationships,
Exactly.
the people you know, is what's going to make situations better. This is why when you're online and you interacting with people, you got to know how to move a certain way and understand that you never know who you talking to.
Right. That's right. And then you got to carry yourself professionally. And this is the thing. We able to do this in the world every day. When you're going to work, there's people who believe all sorts of things, right? But they go to work, get the job done. Why we can't do that if we in the truth? Like, why do we have to debate on new moon Sabbaths or this or that and the third? Let's get the job done.
Right.
Like, haven't we had enough of that by now? Like, at what point do you say, you know, I'm pretty much fed up with, you know, debating scripture all day? You know what I'm saying? Let's put something into place, because, you know, a lot of camps, congregations, and so forth seem to identify themselves by the curses. When the blessings gonna come in? When we're gonna be the lender and not the borrower? So it has to come a time where these commandments pay off, as well as has to come a time when we put our egos and all that pride to the side and really start to work together. You know what I'm saying? And gather. Real talk.
I don't think that the people want to grow. I think that the people want to remain in poverty.
Right.
I think, because what I noticed with everything that's going on, you wanted to say something, Marshall? I think what's happening is people are afraid to go to the next level, and they would rather stay comfortable in poverty. Because I noticed that with the Israelite community, we know how to debate scripture all day. But if we say, hey guys, let's build this community. Hey guys, let's do this. Nobody don't want to do that.
Right.
Everybody will say shalom, shalom, you know, all praises.
Right.
You know, the typical stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. But again, when are we going to mature? And like Nubreeds said, when are you going to see the blessings? We so focus on the curses of the law, but there was a side of blessings as well.
Right.
You shall be blessed in the city, blessed in the field. Why? If you're doing things the most high way. Aren't we doing that right now? So where the blessing at?
Exactly.
The blessing is supposed to be there, but the thing is, we want to remain in poverty because it makes us all feel good to know that, hey, we're doing the same thing. We're in the same mess.
Right.
Nah, I don't want to be there.
Exactly. And somehow down the line, people equivalate poverty to righteousness, and that's just not the case. And, you know, not to disregard anybody who's struggling or going through any type of situation. We all been there. But, you know, we want to get out of that. We want better for ourselves. And it's like, we'll sit up there and watch these cult leaders like Diddy Dow out here, you know, manipulating, warping scriptures and whatnot. And he seemed to gain a following from that. And it seems to be more difficult to empower people to want more for themselves. And that's what this is all about. Empowering yourself and wanting more, desiring more, which we deserve.
And what do you see?
I see that there's no unity among the community.
No unity.
No unity. No togetherness, no oneness.
Speak up.
Everyone just wants to do their own thing.
That's the thing. But they're not even. But see, here's the thing. They're not. It's not even that they want to do their own thing. They're not even doing a thing. They're not doing that. It's not even that they don't want to do their own. They want to do their own thing. They're not doing nothing. They just like to talk.
Yeah.
It's just like the people that talking the most, when they start watching this particular video, right? When they watch this video here, I'm pre-recording the video.
Right,
it's not live. But the whole point is, they're gonna look at this video and they're gonna get upset again.
Yep.
Because it's like, wait a minute, we just finished saying that, you know, these guys, all they do is sit online and they doing this, but now they seeing you doing something and they still upset.
Exactly.
It's like they waiting.
You can't win with them.
That's what I mean, man. It's
right. And it's the irony of that is, you know, even making a video saying, listen, I'm pretty much renouncing my affiliation with the Israelite community. It's an oxymoron because it ain't no Israelite community. It's
right.
like somehow people forgot what a community actually is. Like when you say community, you mean you're actually communing like Black Wall Street or Chinatown. When you bring that up, that's a community.
right.
They self-autonomous. Like they're selling to other nations. That's a community. So it's crazy in itself that they don't want to help with building a real community, but they want to get angry because you don't want to be affiliated with a mirage of a community that's like WWE wrestling going back and forth. It's crazy.
And that's the problem with why, to me, when it comes to the whole relationships things, you have to associate yourself with like-minded individuals that have that kind of drive. Because if you deal with people that are just there to waste time, it's like a leech, it's like a vampire. They're gonna take your energy, drain you, and you're not going nowhere. You're supposed to be around with people that when you get around them, you're excited because you know things are gonna get done.
Right.
Progress is being made. And I've always been that kind of person that just want to focus on progress. But it seems like a lot of people, you got to keep I guess trying to inspire them. And it's like the more you try, they just fight against that.
Right.
They keep fighting against what you have going on. Like if it's a problem to be successful, like it's a weird thing. You could be telling somebody, hey, here's this great idea to do this, to do that. They'll try to convince you not to do it. Nah, don't do that. That costs too much. No, don't do that. It's not going to work. And I'm like, damn. I mean, everything I do is a problem?
Exactly.
Give me some encouragement, man. Damn, you can't see us being successful at anything?
Exactly. That whole crabs in the bucket mentality. And that's something that, man, they'll never be successful because, you know, and not to sound religious when I say this, but the wicked going to be used to judge the wicked. And they don't even realize that all that debate, that strife, and everything they got going on, they ain't gonna never really amount to anything. And that's the problem. Like, but you know, one day they're gonna see it and realize that they gotta do better for themselves, man. It has to be more to it than, as Ringo said earlier, just going through this whole hamster in the wheel, mundane existence. Because that's what it is. The Most High want more for us, man. No doubt.
We out here putting in work, taking care of business, while people on YouTube debating on what is the correct feast day.
Yeah.
And I could just imagine how the Most High is seeing this madness, where we're in 2024 and we're still debating nonsense,
Right.
and nothing is getting done. So think about how frustrating it must be to be the creator and you're looking at your creation, debating on YouTube, all this technology, all this resources, all this manpower, and nobody is saying, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that.
Right.
They don't even want to do it. They want to argue.
Right. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen soon. A lot of these camps going to use their 501c3s to go out there and do little food drives and all of those things that's government funded. Y'all ain't gonna be able to trick us. I already know who y'all work, what y'all doing out here.
Wow. Wow.
I already know how they gonna play this. You know, you're gonna start seeing them do little cleanups and things like that. But we're talking about something that's really ours. Like, that's what we need to be doing. And I can definitely see the writings on the wall of them taking that directive. But, you know, in my last live stream, I was talking a lot about how, you know, the origin of these camps, and I talked a little bit about Yahweh being Yahweh, and
oh no,
man,
Yo, bad, man.
Bro, and you know, that same spirit is on these people today.
Yeah.
And it's just done in a different way. It's not, they not beheading people and doing all that like it used to be. Like, but they definitely still have that same spirit going. And you know, I just oblige people who following these trends, these organizations, these camps. I just need you to understand that it's time for you to, especially you brothers out there, put Christ over yourself, man. The head of every man is Christ. And that's something that a lot of you brothers really got to understand. So, you know, you could be in a position to build with real like-minded people who really doing something out here.
Right. But see, the thing is with a lot of these guys, I don't know what it is. It's like, and this is only apply. Now listen to me carefully, because some of y'all gonna get it twisted and clip this part of the video and say Ringo said this. What I find, when you work with men who don't follow the Most High, listen to me carefully. When you work with and do business or work with men that don't follow the Most High, you end up getting work done.
Facts.
But when you work with brothers that follow the Most High, you spend more time arguing over a scripture, a disagreement. Well, you didn't come to me in privately. You didn't do all this nonsense. I'm like, bro, when are we going to grow up? Exactly. Well, you didn't come to me privately.
Right.
And handle it behind the scenes. You know what I'm starting to realize? When the Bible talks about coming to someone privately, right? Now listen to me very carefully, because people want to twist this one too. You know why they said that?
What's that?
Because back then they didn't have what we have today. Back then you had to handle that privately. You had to go to that person. There was no internet. There was no email. There was no cell phone. You couldn't call nobody. You had to go to them. So we using scriptures that, yeah, it's true of what was truly stated, but we're using stuff that typically in today's day, and I'm not saying the word is obsolete.
Right.
What I'm saying is these principles that we had to do back in the day, today, it's a whole nother time.
Right.
How am I handling something behind the scenes if something was done in the public? How do I handle? You can't. You can't do that. So now, because of a disagreement, we end up burning bridges. Blessings get cut off. And it's like people, because of the disagreement, strife is developed. So now you can't work.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Because what happened is, Thou saw in Rufus that he is a man that's able to establish his own.
Yep.
That's what he saw.
That.
He was threatened.
Yep.
Because remember, everything that Thou knows, everything that Thou know today, Rufus know, and probably more.
Right.
So he realizes, like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna allow this guy to infiltrate what I'm doing.
Yep.
That
that preeminent spirit kicked in.
It actually is a nice area.
Yeah, this is nice. What's up?
Somebody want to see a house?
That's why all these houses are literally, they're getting taken real fast, man. So hey, we're gonna come back with another video, man. You know what I'm saying? This is part 1.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We're taking care of business, man. It is what it is, man. While y'all online making these videos, talking in the comments, oh, Nubreed this, Ringo ain't that. Man, fam, all you gotta do is just look at the results. We out here. So I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.